Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the American Speedfest.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special episode of Garage Area, which will be a review of the inaugural American Speedfest, powered by Chevrolet, whereas this review will be powered by Pepsi, as always. It was the inaugural event. It featured all sorts of American things, like a hot dog eating contest, a monster truck demonstration, some bloke as Elvis singing the Star Spangled Banner, and overall it was so American in its presentation you half expected adverts for GoDaddy.com and Cialis to be playing over the tannoy, just as you would when watching NASCAR on American telly. But thankfully, unlike American TV coverage of NASCAR, it wasn't just all flash and commercials. It was a record crowd, outselling the DTM and British Touring Car Championship events at Brands, which is quite impressive considering no one in Europe likes NASCAR because it's too thick. Yeah, well that was kind of proven wrong by record attendance figures, so shut your face. It had some properly good racing in it as well. Mostly from the headline act, which was the Euro Racecar Series, NASCAR's first ever touring division in Europe, and they didn't disappoint. They were fantastic. They're kind of similar to the Canadian Tire Series cars, and I'll go into that a bit more later. First and foremost, they know how to treat their fans, because the first order of business before any sort of racing, before any sort of ceremonies, was the pit walk, where everyone crammed into the pits to have a really nice close-up look at all the Euro race cars. Well, here's some pictures from the pit road that I took. You could literally look right in the garages, you could see everything that was going on, all the setups for the car. You can meet some of the drivers who are out front signing autographs. I got a nice autograph from this gent here, Josh Burden, who raced in the Open Division. He was signing out front of his garage, and I actually got a photo with him that you can see right here, where I look absolutely terrified, but that's just my natural looking photos. I look completely retarded in all photos. Luckily he didn't. And it was very memorable, he was very friendly, we had a quick chat about him, I congratulated him on his win on the Saturday of the event. Great atmosphere in the pits, fantastic. They then lined the cars up on the grid as if they were going to have a standing start and had a grid walk. So basically the whole crowd became Martin Brundle at an F1 broadcast, mooching down the track. Again, the drivers were all signing autographs, chatting with fans. I had a guy actually pigeonhole me and say, hey, I watched the preview video for the American Speedfest. He recognised me from that video. Which is good to know because it means that someone is at least watching my videos. And he actually knew one of the drivers, so I got to meet another of the drivers, Stuart Liddell, or Lidl, who drove the number 19 in the Open Series. You'll see him later in some of the footage. And there was even a parachute display from the Red Devils, which is not to be confused with the Manchester United football team. To be honest though, all of that nice fan treatment, all of that would have counted for zilch if the racing hadn't been any good. Luckily though, it was. Take a look at all this.
Boogity, 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 let's go racing!
Now, however, he's left the door slightly ajar on the way into Bruin, so he therefore goes back.
Well, we've already had some action in several turns. Maybe
Well,
that's
we've already had some action here in England land.
They basically have two races on both days. Essentially what you've got the same field of cars, the same teams, but with two different drivers for two different races. In the elite race, you have the professionals, the top guys, that's the elite of the talent, hence the name I guess. And then you have the open division, which is for amateur drivers, trying to get on the circuit. You get the younger guys, but they're all in the same cars. It can be kind of confusing when you're cheering on one driver in one race and then suddenly going, go on son, oh no, it's not him anymore, it's someone else driving it. It's kind of a bit confusing. I quite like the system, it gives young drivers a chance to shine, and it also means teams can run one car for two different drivers. It kind of keeps costs down. In race one, it was a lot of action. Reigning champion Anders Villarino pretty much had a lights to flag victory, but it wasn't an easy win. It was kind of a, let's say, a Jimmy Johnson win. It wasn't easy for him, so he had to kind of show his skill. Race 2 was even more action because that was the open division. Hungrier drivers equals closer racing equals, in this case, a bit of mayhem.
Oh my goodness me! They're full trouble! Oh, they're all over the place! It's carnage!
Safety car is about to come out. Yeah, safety car coming out earlier on.
We are under caution.
And then after that, it kind of settled in, and we all thought, there you go, they've got the action out of the way, they'll calm down now. But no. Because then we had a thrilling battle for almost the whole race for the lead between my guy Josh Burnham, who I met earlier, and the number 7 car, whose name I can't remember. I forgot to pick up a programme. It was an absolutely thrilling battle.
That's to pick up the turns, still a bit too far back, then through around the outside. Almost got big taken out the way to the back. The number 18, Jack Burnham, holds on to the lead of the race, but that's the car on there. Just saw me, really went for it, funny stuff around the outside.
Which I think I jinxed. According to Josh, a $10 oil hose fell off the car with 2 laps to go.
He's slowing down, staying down there, might as well. Now lost the lead of the race, number 7 disappointment for here. That's the 4th race now.
Otherwise, it was a great race. Great pair of races, pretty entertaining. They were kind of noise restricted at Brands because of stupid residential regulations, which are absolutely ridiculous because the track has been there longer than all the houses. A random old biddy sipping on Pimm's in his back garden has the power to write a grumpy letter of complaint to the local council, and the local council turns around to 50-odd thousand fans at Brands Hatch and says, no, we've got to quiet the cars down. Really? You stupid, blithering cunt. But otherwise, really good potential. I'm really looking forward to following the series a bit more. I'm really looking forward to seeing it grow. I am going to pledge to cover every round of the Euro Racecar series. I'm going to bring you news, reports from the races, how the drivers are doing, hopefully see if I can get some interviews going with some of the British drivers. I'm going to cover this series and I'm going to support it best I can. But that wasn't the only attraction of American Speedfest, because not only did we have a NASCAR Touring Series headlining the event, we had a couple of cars from the very top of NASCAR itself on the track doing demo laps. I could keep telling you about how amazing they sound, but I'm not. Instead, sit back and crank it up.
How cool was that?
Trust me, it sounds good on the video. In person, oh my god. I really want to say thank you to the organisers who did this, and the best news I could have received was when I woke up the morning after, i.e. this morning, and heard that American Speedfest 2014 has been confirmed. But if you're British and a fan of NASCAR in any way, just do it. Clear the spot in your diary and come to next year's American Speedfest. Trust me, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm a convert. I fucking loved it. So that concludes my review of the inaugural American Speedfest 2013. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all the clips. I'll be putting up longer kind of clip compilations and highlights from the event very soon. So until then, see you next time from the American Speedfest.